Stanley, there's a lot of individual books written about the Panthers, many that tell, one part of the story, and you're putting together all parts of the story. When you went into this, what were the questions you were looking for, things that you hadn't had answered by previous material?
Well, I think that we went into it feeling that there really hadn't been a film about the Black Panther Party, that the Panthers had been part of other films. There have been films about individual Panthers, but there's never been a film that tried to pull the whole story together. So that's kind of how we looked at the story. How do you tell this story in the 2 hours that we had to tell it, and that's what we're trying to do.
Let's take some questions from the audience. I hope you've got some now. Yeah, right here. Questions, are there other movies to be made? The second part of the question was about Bobby Seale.
Okay, so I'll answer the second part first. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Bobby Seale to agree, to reach agreement with Bobby. We tried over the course of the years that we made the film for a long time, so we just couldn't do that. The other is, am I gonna make another film with the material that I have? No, I'm not. I feel like we put it all up there on the screen, everything we had. We may make some of the stuff available, on the like DVD extras and things like that. But for me, in general, filmmaking is really exhausting. And I just don't want to make the same film over and over again. So once I made the film, I think I said what I have to say, and to go back and make another film, I'm not sure if I could do it and really put my heart and soul into it the way I think it takes to make a film.
There's a question, right? I'll take this one on the hand.
Did I consider including Assata Shakur in the film? Well, the film really doesn't talk about, we talk about the years from 1966 to 72, 73, and the basic incidents that happened with Assata Shakur were after that. So, we thought about it, but we really wanted the film to exist in the parameters of those years. If we had 4 hours, we could have probably included a lot more. We'd still be sitting here watching the film and everybody'd be asleep, but we could have done that. But we just felt that we had to draw the line somewhere. So and so one of the questions that we've gotten in almost every single screening is, what about Angela Davis? And Angela Davis really wasn't a member of the Black Panther Party. She was aligned with the party, but she wasn't a Black Panther. And so that's the same kind of thing. It was easy, well, not easy, but that was a decision. That was, among the decisions we had to make. It was fairly easy to say, this is not a film about Black power. It's a film about the Black Panthers within those years, kind of the heyday years of the party.
Question right here.
Unfortunately, Bobby Seale refused to participate in the film. So, we can't really go into his reasons, for not wanting to participate. The question was kind of a further asking of why Bobby Seale, didn't participate. That's what happens a lot of times, when you make a film. It's just, you want everybody involved to be part of it, and sometimes you can't get everybody you want, and you kind of have to go forward without that.
But he's represented in the film. Of course, he was the co-founder. So, and we are producers, and we do have budgets, and we can a year and a half is sufficient time to wait. We do have to make the film and meet some deadlines as well.
Gentleman here in the black. So the question was, how much did Stanley know about the Panthers before the project, and what was a revelation as he was making it?
I probably knew, in very general terms, I was around when the Panthers came into being. I was like 15 or so, and I was living in New York. So I had that perspective on it. But, I didn't know, the ins and the outs, a film that I saw that was really instrumental to my filmmaking was The Murder of Fred Hampton. So I knew a little bit about the Fred Hampton story. I saw that when I was probably 20. So I knew a little bit about that, and what did I learn? I think that we learned so much. As you see in the film, I think you forget how young the Panthers were. I think people forget that, that they were basically 19 or 20. The whole women's involvement in the Panthers was something that was new, something that I didn't realize. I realized that, there were so many pictures of strong women, but I didn't realize that women made up, more than half the party by the early 70s. And then the FBI's involvement, I think, that the FBI not only was involved, but that they, wrote it down, and that there were memos that existed, that really documented, how they went out to destroy the Panthers. I think all of those things were new.
In the back, I see a hand up. You in the tan jacket.
Oh, that's a question that we always get. What happened to the informant, William O'Neill? William O'Neill, so that interview with William O'Neill was actually done for Eyes on the Prize about 25, 30 years ago. And William O'Neill, the day before that was to air, William O'Neill ran out on a highway and got hit by a truck, and it was always thought that it was a suicide. So that's what happened to William O'Neill.
So besides our screening tomorrow, if people want to tell their friends to track down this film, where can they get it?
The easiest way is to go to theblackpanthers.com. That's our website, theblackpanthers.com. It has all the screenings all over the country, what's coming up next. We're still doing festivals all over. You can join us on Twitter and Facebook and all those good things. Lorenz?
And next week we open in Dallas, so if you have people there, spread the news. So now we're going back to some cities that we were able to play in their film festivals, and so we're very excited that we're able now to open up in a limited run. So we've got another half a dozen cities I think we're going to open up by the end of the year, and then we air on PBS in February.
Yeah. I just want to say real quick, it's been an incredible run for the film. We opened up our first theatrical screening was at Film Forum on September 2nd, and they held us over for 8 weeks, which is just amazing for us, because we don't have a big advertising budget. But we did what we did, and it was really because of people like you who came to see the film and told other people, went to the website, called their relatives or friends in other cities. So again, theblackpanthers.com, you can find out where to see it.